What's going on, all you beautiful, lovely people? Today, the conversation is going to be slavery. And it's not going to be in the sense of your great, 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 great grandmother getting her bush whacked by Jimmy Longhorn. No. This is a conversation. This conversation is wrapped around you, the person watching this fucking video, having that sense of wanting more, wanting fucking more than what you already have, right? Because what you're doing is okay. How you're living your life is okay, but are we just going to be stuck with okay? No. The people that are watching me and indulge in this information want more out of life. I'm not saying that. I'm going to put it on the table right about now. I'm not saying that working for a job is bad. But for somebody like myself, I don't feel the need to go ahead and work for another fucking company. I don't want to be a slave for somebody else. I'd rather not piss away my fucking time for another fucking company and bust my ass, break my body, just for them to go ahead and shove me off to the fucking curb. And majority of you actually know what that feels like. But don't get it fucking twisted. Do not get it fucking twisted. I am not the person to strive away from hard work. I actually do love hard work. I actually do love busting my fucking ass. What I do not enjoy, and I guarantee you, half of you would agree, we don't like wasting our fucking time. We don't like wasting our fucking time. We're not going to continue to waste our time. So the people that are actually going ahead and watching these videos, this is a gateway for you to go ahead and walk through and be more than just okay with the amount of money that you go ahead and see on a daily fucking basis. It's extremely fucking easy for you to go ahead and make money elsewhere. It does take the time to go ahead. It does take time to go ahead and formulate and have a stable foundation. But once you start actually going ahead and busting heads and making them fucking roll, you will see how fast this shit actually will transpire. Take it from me. I pissed away my life, not just for another job, but just not doing shit. Not fucking doing shit, not having goals, not having morals, not having values for a very long fucking time. And there came a time in life where that just didn't suit me anymore. So I found it would be better to go ahead and venture off into different things that will actually be making me some fucking money in the long run. Listen. Now that I brought that up, if you are the type of person to go ahead and want short earnings, short-term gratification, I should say, get the fuck away from this video. Get off of the fucking video. You don't deserve to go ahead and listen to me preach this shit. You don't want it bad enough. You don't want it bad enough to where you're willing to sit down with yourself and think, this is going to take a while and I'm okay with it. You don't have the fucking balls to sit there and say, I am okay with how long this takes. Get the fuck out of here. To the people that actually do like long-term gratification, that do have long-term goals, this is for you. This career path, trading, is for you. And what I'm here to do, what my calling has always been, is to teach. Is to fucking teach. I've been shying away from that responsibility for far too long. Far too long. I feel like it's time for me to just step into that role. And first, and this is, with that being said and done, I've also come to the understanding that you need to be able to show something before you tell something. All right? You're not going to tell somebody something without having any fucking proof to show for it. What I've been doing for the past year and a half, or about a year and a half now, actually, was discipline myself to understand this shit. Getting into the right mindset that I need to be in to be okay with this career path. Because ultimately, you have to be okay with this shit. You have to be okay with anything that you do, right? We're not gonna get into that. Where is there? What we're going to be doing ultimately is showing you guys how fucking simple and easy it is to maintain discipline, maintain consistency enough to see the fruits of your fucking labor. I believe, and I strongly believe this, if I didn't go ahead and take the time if I didn't take the time to learn what I know, there wouldn't be any way that I could bring this shit to your guys' attention and have it be fucking true. There's no way in fucking hell. Nobody should go in about their life telling without showing something. You know, like when you go to fucking school, like grade school, and it's show and tell day, you don't just tell something, like, you bring something to show and then tell what this is? Or did you just come empty fucking handed and just say, this is what it is, this is what I like it? No, motherfuckers, I guarantee you guys didn't fucking do that shit. And this is exactly what this is all about. Showing you that this shit is fucking possible, and then telling you how to fucking do it. Enough of the bullshit. Enough of the bullshit. Yesterday we went ahead and did a lot. We did a lot yesterday in the fucking market. And it was a little bit of an oopsie day for me because of a few mishaps and whatnot. But understanding it at its fullest, I know where the fucking market wants to go. And it actually happened. Yesterday I also explained that there was I explained the theory of price breaking through a fair value gap, or using the fair value gap as a floor to then have it bounce off of. I also mentioned that either today or sometime within the next week, we were going to see a massive push down. Why? Because the market itself has been making all-time highs. We made all-time highs up here and nothing else to the left to go off of. Nothing whatsoever. It's just a barren wasteland up here. When that happens, price has two options. It can continue to go ahead and make higher highs and continue on with the same structure. Or it can retrace down to a certain level, price level. Say, like right here, this is the price level. Comes down to the price level and then jumps up. It's just a retracement up, but it is bound to fucking do it. Why does that happen? Well, simply put, there's way too much. The selling power is there. People are in the market and seeing how Meta's running, how Google's running, how Amazon is running. Mind you, those are the three major stocks that make up the S&P 500. With them being bare, it's affecting the market in a dramatic way. And it's causing the market to go ahead and take a shitter, like I mentioned yesterday. We were either going to see a massive shit down to the downside, or we were going to see a small retracement up to these highs, and then that would be it. Today came about We had open today. I was gonna go ahead and take this trade, but then just chose not to. So let me just remove all my confluences here, so it just makes a little bit more sense. Yesterday we were completely bearish. Boom, 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 boom. Yesterday we were just completely bearish up until around 12 o'clock. Then we started seeing a little bit of retracements, but ultimately what price is wanting to do is jump down to the downside. Yesterday I mentioned that price has two options when it comes to these fair value gaps. Right here and right here. I mentioned that price had the opportunity to go ahead and bust through this fair value gap to then use this fair value gap as a stable floor to bounce off of, or it was just going to rip through this fair value gap and then have its retracement up. Exactly what happened. Today was just wow. I wanted to go ahead and make a trade today, like I said earlier, but none of the confluences popped up. None of it. We had the liquidity sweep to the downside, which was good and all. We had the liquidity sweep right over here. Oh, first off and foremost, let me make this shit right. Liquidity sweep to the downside with this candle. What happens after liquidity sweeps a 1 hour or 4 hour low or high? It's bound to reverse. Its market is looking to reverse itself to possibly do some other shit that would carry out after that is done. What do? We went ahead and continued. We broke the 1 hour high or 1 hour low and continued to the 4 hour low. While I'm looking at this, I'm telling myself, if we go ahead and break that 4 hour low, have a reaction off of it, I'm looking for the trade. I am at this time doing other things because price just wasn't doing anything to my liking. If we jump to the 5 minute, we can see that there's no break of structure. This is around the time, right here is around the time I was starting to look at it. I seen that we had no break of structure. We had a down push right here, but it could not give me another candle to go ahead and break. What did it do though? It went ahead and busted through the fair value gap just to chase out this low down here. After we chased out the low, after we busted through the 4 hour low, we then went ahead and made the break of structure plus everything else that tied into it. At this time, I'm thinking it's a little bit too late for me to be taking a trade. It's 1 o'clock over there in New York. It's 12 o'clock our time. Ain't shit about to shake. And we see that. Shit definitely isn't fucking shaking for this. We have a minor push up, which didn't really do much for anything for us. And then we had this dip down to go ahead and test these levels down here to then just have price shoot back up. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. This is how it fucking works. And for the people that go ahead and deny this shit, for the people that go ahead and say that this shit is a waste, for the people that think that this is a bullshit ass fucking scam, look at it. Look at it. I break down this shit for you day to day, trade by fucking trade. I show you the good trades and the bad trades. I show you all of them. All of them. There's no fugazi ass bullshit when it comes to trading. There isn't. The only thing that would cause you to think that trading is a scam is your lack of fucking knowledge to the market and not having a strategy to go along with it. Or, here's the other side to the coin that is still present, is that you don't give a fuck enough and are complacent to be where you are and continue to do what the fuck you're doing just because you think it's okay. Like, listen, let me say this. For the people that, like I mentioned before, for the people that want to go ahead and live their life in a mediocre fucking way, nobody's gonna stop you. I'm not going to stop you. I'm sure as hell not going to have the time or energy to sit there and tell you that this shit is wrong. What I'm going to do is use my time as this to teach the people that know that their time is more valuable instead of wasting it upon different other shit that doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I promise you. I promise you. Majority of you people could go ahead and learn this technique, learn trading in general within 6 months. Within 6 months to a year, you can go ahead and have the basic understanding of trading. You could. And it would benefit your life in a massive fucking way. But you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't have the funds to go ahead and just blow it on an account. How am I supposed to get all this money to start trading? How? Well, to simply put, once you have your edge, once you have your discipline, once you have your knowledge, you can start looking into funded accounts. Funded accounts are exactly what this sounds like. There are big companies out there looking to help smaller traders like us to get profitable. Let me just open up my shit really quick. They help with for a small fee. You're granted 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50 fucking K, up to 200K. You're able to be trading with. It does cost money for you to open up these accounts, like for the basic one. So one that you would start off with is a classic. Manage $5,000. You could set your parameters to be what they want for your liking. And then after that, you're set with a set of rules that you need to fucking learn and then follow. On top of that, you're granted money. You're able to go ahead and get money off of this. So for the classic version of Funder Pro, you have 3 stages. First stage, your target profit is only $500. You need to make $500 in an X amount of time for you to qualify for the next stage. The second rule that you need to follow is max loss. Or the daily. Let's start off with the daily loss, actually. The next rule that you need to go ahead and follow for this account is daily loss. Daily loss is how much you can lose within one trading day. Within this account, you're only able to go ahead and lose $250 within one trading day. After you lose that amount and then some, you're done. You got to start all over. You got to buy a new account. You got to start all over from scratch and then work your way back up. For the challenge leverage, you're able to go above and fucking beyond with this shit. I don't recommend, for the new traders out there, I don't recommend going ahead and I don't recommend a new trader to fuck around with a prop firm that allows them to go 100 to 1 or 1 to 100. If you're able to leverage that much, you have the potential to over risk, over leverage, and blow your account faster. Prop firms are just built to help profitable traders get the money that they need to then put into their portfolio to use to trade more. That is all that this shit is for. This is how you go ahead and get money to help yourself further yourself within this career. You can use your own money, like you could have a 9-to-5 and use your own capital to trade, which is great. But what I would prefer you to do is open up a small account like this, manage a small percentage, and see what you can do from there. That is how you go ahead and get money out of the market. There's a maximum. There's a few other rules to also consider. There's not a consistency rule. Wow, that's a shocker. You can't trade on the weekends, and the minimum trading days that you have are 4 days. You have to trade 4 days out of the week in order for you to keep the account. After you've done all of this, after you followed the rules that you have set for your trading plan, after you hit the $500 marker, you're then, and you don't have a consistency. You don't even have a consistency rule, so you don't have to worry about that. After you hit your $500, you're then going over to the next stage. If you pass the account, if you pass this stage, the refund, there's no refund fee. The target profit does go down just a little bit. It was 500. Now you have to make $250. They're pretty much what the company's telling you is, okay, you passed your first phase. You have your consistency rules set, you have your trading plan set, you have everything that you need to do that you passed this. Good, fine. Here's another set of rules that you go ahead and have to follow. But we're only going ahead and making sure that you're not cheating and if you're actually profitable. So what we're going to do is instead of giving you a target profit of $500, we're now going to drop that down to half of it, which will only be $250. Your max loss at this point is still $500. Your daily loss is still $250. But things are simpler now. When you're here in this stage, things are simpler. They don't technically get easy, but this stage doesn't feel like the first stage where you don't know shit, where you're just testing, when you're just using, like, here, you know what the fuck you're doing. And you need to stay consistent. You're going to fail. You're going to go ahead and probably blow it's not even a probably. You're going to blow your first account. Keep that in mind. You're going to blow your first account. Unless you know how to follow strict rules and have a consistent way of doing things, you're going to lose your first account. It's okay. That is okay. What is not okay is repeating the same mistakes that made you lose the fucking account the first time. Get better so that way you don't have to lose your account. I'm learning this as we go. This is my I think this is my third account. The last one that I had, I blew it by a fucking dollar. Actually, no. I blew it by more than just $1. $258.19. That's how much I blew that account for. At the time, I was doing really good until I backpedaled on all the rules that I had set for myself and just completely disobeyed them and made me unprofitable. I mean, I'm not profitable. I'm not even going to say that just yet. I just have a skill that I'm willing to go ahead and show and then grow with the other people that are learning with me. But I was getting money and I was gaining a lot more capital, enough for me to be confident. Until one day I, again, fucked up my trading plan, went back on my strategy, and fucked myself. Went back to the books, went back to the practicing, and got fucking better. Tweaked the trading plan just a little bit, and made everything okay. Damn. I feel like I'm speaking loud and fucking whatnot. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. If you're willing to go ahead and learn this shit all the way through, go ahead and message me. Go ahead and message me. I'm willing to teach people for free as of right now. As of right now, I'm willing to show motherfuckers how this shit is not as complicated as you think it could be. And after that, we could go ahead and move on to bigger and better things as a fucking group. But until then, I love y'all. I'll see you guys next time.